Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you a quicker way to make potatoes au gratin. Now, knowing me, if I can cut a few corners, make something taste just as good with a little less time, then that's what I'll do. I have 4 medium potatoes. We're going to start by peeling the potatoes. After the potatoes have been peeled, we're going to slice them as thin as possible. Then we're going to put the sliced potatoes in a pot halfway full of cold water. Now I'm going to bring my potatoes to a boil and let them cook until they are mostly cooked. You don't want them all the way cooked because then they will fall apart in the mixture when we throw them in the oven. So cook them until they are mostly cooked. While we're waiting for our potatoes to cook, we're going to start on the cheese sauce. I have my pot heated to medium heat. I'm going to add a little bit of vegetable oil so the butter doesn't burn. And I'm going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter in that vegetable oil. We're going to start off with the roux, by the way, for the cheese sauce. Now that the butter is melted, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of flour and mix it around. Just keep mixing it until it's like a cakey kind of sauce. Like that. We're only going to cook it for a little bit. The whole purpose of this is just to cook the flour. Just a smidge. So now that we've cooked the flour, I have 1 cup of milk and 1 cup of heavy cream. So I'm going to add those to the pot. All right, now we're just going to stir it until it comes to a slight boil so it thickens. Now that it's at a low boil, you can see that it's thickening. I have 1 cup of sharp cheese and I have 1 cup of Parmesan. I'm going to add that to the milk mixture and then stir it as it melts. You can use almost any kind of cheese mixture you want to. Sometimes I use what I have on hand, right? So sometimes if I have mozzarella, I'll use like half mozzarella, half Parmesan. You know, I have cheddar and Parmesan in the fridge, so that's what I'm doing today. But it's usually good to use 2 different types of cheeses, though. But it would be really good if you used like only Parmesan as well. It would be richer. So anyway, now that that's melted, I'm going to season it with some pepper, onion. That was onion seasoning, by the way, and some salt. Okay, our cheese mixture is done, so I'm going to set that to the side and get ready to assemble the potatoes. Now I'm going to put everything together. I have my potatoes that I drained and let cool a little bit. Some of them broke apart a little in there, but that's fine. It's not that serious. I'm going to put them in the dish and kind of assemble them around a little bit. Now I'm going to season with salt and pepper. after that, I'm going to take our sauce, the sauce we just made, the cheese sauce, and I'm going to pour it on top. Now I'll place it in the oven for 20 to 30 minutes. Alright, so I cooked it for 20 minutes at 350 degrees. Now I pulled it out of the oven so I can add 1 cup of cheddar cheese on top. Just put it on top evenly. And now I'm going to stick it back in the oven at 350 degrees for 10 more minutes. Then it's done. This is what my potatoes look like when I take them out of the oven. I sprinkled a little bit of parsley on top for decoration. Now I'm going to let it cool for 20 minutes and then we'll eat it. If you like the way that I make my potatoes au gratin, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.